stories. We know all these stories. We done known somebody that was picked up on. I got homeboys that Magic Johnson done try to pull.
You know, I was thinking about this Diddy situation. I talked to a few people, and I seem to think that the reason why their groups are so close is because all of them have a certain type of STD. I think they all got the alphabet. Now, bear with me, guys, because I'm not even trying to cap. I looked at it like this. You know they're not using condoms, right? So if you're in a party not using condoms, it ain't like you could catch something twice, right? You know, so if you already got some, ain't like you can catch it again. So I believe, you know, one of my theories is that these people at these Diddy parties were so close because they all had STDs. And so, therefore, all the super freaky stuff, it ain't like you could catch something twice. So almost like having a disease is a rite of passage for that group. You understand what I'm saying?
Magic Johnson is finally coming out to spill the real tea on how he actually caught HIV. And it turns out Diddy had a hand in it the whole time. At the time Mike caught the virus, folks were wondering if he got it from messing with other men, but he swore he didn't lay with a man and that a woman gave it to him. Fast forward to 2025, he is singing a completely different tune. Word on the street is he was also at the Diddy freak-offs, and he was slanging that wood in everybody and anybody. And yes, that means both men and women. What's even more disturbing is that Magic was a whole married man at the time of this mess. It's unclear why he kept quiet about Diddy's involvement in his HIV condition, but baby, he's talking now and he isn't holding back on anything. Magic told the world about his HIV diagnosis back in 1991, claiming that he caught it from messing with multiple women without any form of protection. This came just 6 weeks after he got married to his wife Cookie, who was also heavily pregnant with their son, EJ. So apart from the entire situation just being extremely embarrassing for Cookie, she also had to rush to the hospital to get tested because this man had been blowing her back out for months with the same wood he used to catch HIV in the first place. Luckily, both her and the baby tested negative. But baby, people didn't let him hear the last of it. And can we blame them? He put his wife and kid at risk of catching HIV, all because he couldn't control his urges to freak off with everyone. Now, as I said, one of the major questions everyone was asking was if he caught it from a man or a woman. But Magic claimed he caught it from a woman. The reason why this question was even getting brought up was because this happened in the 90s. And back then, it was widely believed that gay men were the ones mostly catching the virus. This is obviously not true. Anyone can catch HIV. However, at the time, folks thought it was an illness that only gay folks caught, so when Magic popped out with it, people were throwing the DL allegations at him a lot. What helped his case was the fact that Cookie still stayed with him. This really helped him reshape his image. That was until this mess with Diddy came up again, and people started digging into him. It turns out Magic was very close with Diddy around the time of his diagnosis, and if y'all remember, that was also the same time Wendy Williams first blew the whistle about Diddy indulging in backroom activities with other men and having big freak-offs in Hollywood. Prior to this, no one even knew that was going on. And as expected, Diddy didn't take it very well. Well, people are now speculating that Magic was part of the first set of people Diddy was doing the freak-offs with. That was until he caught HIV and stopped. Diddy, on the other hand, continued with it and got a bunch of other celebrities infected along the way. And one of those people is allegedly Usher. It's been rumored for a while now that Usher has an STD and that it was given to him by Diddy. When Usher was 14, he was living with Diddy, and it's safe to say that was one of the biggest mistakes of his life. Usher actually admitted to being made to see and indulge in adult activities that a 14-year-old had business seeing or indulging in. Diddy actually slipped up and seemingly admitted to sharing the same bed with 14-year-old Usher every night. And with Diddy's track record with SA, I don't think I need to tell you why him sleeping in the same bed with Usher is a huge, gigantic, tall, waving red flag.
Moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried. And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Now, when it comes to him allegedly infecting Usher with an STD, those rumors started when an email from one of the publishers of Kim Porter's book leaked online. In the email, he was talking about how Kim revealed in the book that Diddy allegedly forced Usher into getting intimate with him and ended up giving him an STD. The email read, some of the things in the book covered Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom. To make matters even worse, Usher was sued by a woman back in 2017 for allegedly giving her herpes. According to her, Usher exposed her to herpes during their encounters, and that he didn't tell her he had been diagnosed with herpes in 2009. She claims she tested positive after experiencing symptoms and reading online reports of Usher's alleged diagnosis. And of course, a lot of people feel like Diddy probably gave him the herpes when he was a kid. Now, when it comes to Magic allegedly catching HIV from participating in Diddy's freak-offs, those allegations were started by Jaguar Wright. She revealed in an interview that she heard exclusively from someone in Magic's camp. That Magic recently revealed to Cookie that he actually caught HIV from allegedly messing with men at Diddy's freak-offs. Interestingly enough, Jaguar didn't drag Magic like she usually does to the people she exposes. She actually praised him cutting Diddy off after his diagnosis and using his money to uplift the black community, unlike Diddy, who just continued to freak off and get more people infected.
Allegedly. I'm just curious, what he done?
Damn.
Shout out to Magic Johnson, a real black billionaire who wasn't all freaked off, who actually made business, bank exchange, created dollars in real black neighborhoods so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
But Jaguar wasn't done. The interviewer tried to use Magic's HIV diagnosis as some kind of shade, but Jaguar stepped into the chat to defend him, claiming that at least Magic owned up to it and used it as a chance to educate the world about the virus, unlike Diddy.
I'd be like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You wanna know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Oh, but Jaguar wasn't done there. She said even aside from the diddler, there were 20 other people in the industry who allegedly have the disease that she can name drop, and they wouldn't be able to sue her because it's true and their medical records can prove it. When she was asked to mention the names, she refused. However, she said she will be discussing it later on her own show called The Jaguar Wright Show.
20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Wait, please name them, because we need to know. Wait a minute.
Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright Show from here on out.
Now, even though she didn't name drop the people in the list, a lot of people have a few names in mind because in some of her older interviews, she accused certain people of being part of Diddy's activities. One thing Jaguar is not scared to do is mention people's names no matter how big they are. Not too long ago, she even accused Jay-Z of allegedly cutting a deal with the feds to expose Diddy so that nothing is traced back to him.
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one. Let's not be coy. You know, I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it on.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
So as you can see, there is a disturbing pattern of Diddy giving unsuspecting people this illness. And if what is being alleged is true, then that means Magic was a victim of it too. He reportedly felt scared to come out back in the 90s to tell folks that he caught it from the freak-offs because no one even knew what that was. And Diddy would have done everything possible to silence him or make the media label him crazy. One person said, Diddy gave HIV to artists. People are coming out saying Diddy gave it to them. Diddy had it and was spreading it. Another person said, Diddy is nasty, nasty, nasty. Keep him locked up. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Diddy getting exposed for allegedly giving Magic HIV? And do y'all really believe Magic was messing with men too? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.